Hello, good morning and welcome to another video on my Board Scrambler YouTube channel. Today I am taking on the easiest route up to Cadair Idris, which is the pony path. Now this is a nice lightweight route at about 9.5 kilometers there and back. Probably not going to take me more than 5 hours, even with stopping for a little bit of filming here and there. Now this route is pretty consistent in its gradient or its steepness right from the start all the way to the summit. So it's not one of those routes that goes up and down. It's pretty much the same all the way up to the top. Now this morning I parked up in the Park Authority site, quite a small car park there, and that's £6 all day. Came out of the car park and onto the path proper, which started off through a wooded area, crisscrossing over some delightful streams there before the path started to gently rise up the hillside on a series of steps that you can see from here. And that's where I am now. I'm probably about halfway up the hillside. You can probably see that view over my shoulders. It's going to get a lot better as I get higher up. So I'm going to leave you with a few clips and I'll meet you a little bit further up on the ridge and we could talk a little bit more about this route.
Cadair Idris itself is steeped in Welsh folklore. The name means chair of Idris and is said to be the armchair of the giant Idris, who sat on it so he could stare at the heavens. It's also rumoured to be the hunting ground of a lord of the underworld and his hounds. And it's also claimed that the mountain is haunted. Apparently anybody who spends the night at the summit either dies, becomes a madman or a poet. Even the lake below is said to be the prison of a water dragon, dragged there by King Arthur himself after the creature terrorised a Welsh community.
So I've made it up to the ridge line. That was about 2 hours coming up here. So the start of the route was on some fairly easy steps and then a little bit over some scree up onto the ridge here. Pretty straightforward stuff here, you know, your typical strenuous mountain path, but no scrambling or anything like that today. And if you have a look over my shoulder, you can see the summit, Cadair, which is the summit on Cadair Idris, and I'm just going to make my way up there and then that will be the end of the route today, or the halfway point, because I'm coming back down the same way. So far so good, really enjoyable walk. I wouldn't say that this has been too difficult for me. It's quite windy today, so it's helped me to keep nice and cool. There's been quite a few people on the route, probably seen about 15-20 people on the route today so far. Anyway, I'm going to make my way up to the summit, so I'll see you at the top.
So on the way to the summit, as you can see here briefly, there was a very short section of scrambling and then up to the trig point, and from here the views are absolutely spectacular. So down into the town of Barmouth and the estuary, and then to the north I could see as far as the Snowdon range, and then also out to the east and then down to the south to the mid and even South Wales. So a spectacular view here today in early October. Now it's quite windy up here, so I'm going to make my way down, get out of the wind, and then we can have a little chat about this route and I'll let you know what I think of it.
Right, so I've made my way off of the ridge, back down onto the shaded side of the mountain here, and I'm probably about 40 minutes away from my car. So what do I think of that route today? I really enjoyed that. I think it's going to be about 5 hours up and down. I would say the first part of the route was over mostly steps and a little bit of gravel. There's some loose scree and gravel further up, and then a tiny little bit of scrambling near the top. Not difficult scrambling, not by any stretch of the imagination. The views at the top were fantastic, nearly 900 meters above sea level up there. For me, I found it a little bit straightforward and easy because I do a lot of hill walking and mountain walking and scrambling, but still a really enjoyable day. I would say that the views are not as dramatic as the Minforth path, which is on the other side. That route, which can also be completed as a circular route, is a bit more rugged, a bit steeper on the other side. So would I do Cadair Idris again? Definitely. Probably wouldn't do this route again, but I've still had a really nice half day out here, 5 hours, and I'm looking forward to getting back to the campsite later, getting the barbecue on the go and planning my day out tomorrow. So still really enjoyable. How difficult is this route compared to other routes? Look, I've seen 3-4 dog walkers out here today. It's actually the 2nd of October today, so you wouldn't expect a lot of people out this time of year, and there was quite a few on the summit in the end. I think it was about a dozen people up there. I've seen several dog walkers, some older people as well, guy with a walking stick making his way up there. So lots of people with mixed abilities up on there. So it is obviously classed as a hard, strenuous walk, but I would say it's probably a little bit easier than, say, most of the tourist routes up Snowdon, a little bit shorter as well. So all in all, it's been a lovely day, and I'm looking forward to getting out tomorrow and going out on another hike. So let me know what you think of this route. Have you done it? What do you think of the other route? Feel free to leave a comment below the video. So my name's Daniel. I'm known as the Pool Scrambler, and hopefully I'll see you on another video. All the best.